ball go behind the pine? That ball that was under there?
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad I remembered that.
Good thing he's watching.
Tie rod in over there. Good.
John Brown, your King of the Cage for the E-Modified Class 2014 Atchison County Raceway, the Ultimate Cage
We
match.
got the winner of the E-Mod A-Main here at Atchison County Speedway tonight for the King of the Cage, and John Brown. Man, nice run. You got out front there and just kind of held on to it.
Well, it was, I wasn't sure early that I was going to hold on to the lead. There's a lot of fast cars in behind me, and just kept the hammer down and took it to the front.
You know, it looked like I've seen so many times here this weekend, that you just had the right setup on that thing, because, I mean, you were just perfect in the corners, you know, just weren't sliding out or anything. The car just went around the track, turned like it should, and went down the straightaway. It looked really good.
Well, I got a lot of other guys to thank because of that. Chad Heston is one of them. Helped me a lot out with my setup over the last year and a half or two, and did a lot of good tire prep, and just had the car right tonight.
I know you just started this year running the E-Mods, come out of the B-Mods from last year. Was that much of a transition to make that change?
You got to slow down and go faster.
Be smoother, and we get to keep the RPM up on the motor.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. Congratulations anyway on the win tonight. Like I say, looked really good all the way through the whole race. Once again, the winner for the E-Mods A-Main here at Atchison County Raceway for the King of the Cage, John Brown. Way to go, John.
Thank you.
And fire-breathing V8 engines take center stage. These cars weigh in at 3,000 pounds. ACR fans, it rarely gets better than this. So put your hands together for the warriors that brave the ultimate high banks right here in Atchison, Kansas. Welcome the Street Stars!
As they'll make their way onto the track, Street Stock feature race tonight, kicking it off, 82M from Savannah, Missouri, Anthony Robertson. In the 75M out of Holton, it's Marvin Griffith Jr. The 6A of Adam Armstrong. In the 53, Larry Waters. Number 19, Bill the Blur Munson. In your 03, it's going to be Lance Dixon. Coming to you in the 63, Billy the Kid Spillman. Number 98, Brandon the Rocket Crockett. In the 82A, it's Albie Christopherson. 88X, Justin Merriman. The half car of Jim Matthews. Brian Labonte driving the 99. In the 5K, it's Steve Herrick. 24K of Daniel King. 11W of Gerald the Chief Wawasek. And in the 7SI, it's Josiah the Jet Birkinshay. Wave at him as they go by here, folks. Parade lap coming at you. Give them a wave as they go by.
And we're about to go racing. Anthony Robertson, the 82, the 75 is Marvin Griffith. That's your front row, the 6A of Adam Armstrong, 53 of Larry Waters, row 2. As the flagman looks them over, we'll look for the green flag off of turn number 4. Here we go, green skyward. Into turn 1 they go. Side by side down into turn 3. Robertson. Marvin Griffith side by side. Larry Waters battling with Adam Armstrong. Oh, look out. Lance Dixon going around. He'll pull right out in front of your leaders. Look out. Here we go. And your leaders will put Lance Dixon a lap down early. Marvin Griffith out front. Anthony Robertson runs second. And then Adam Armstrong third. Bill Munson, the 19, working that 4 spot. The 82 of Robertson having a hard time getting around Lance Dixon. Dixon in the 03. Right in the way of the leaders. Lap car, he spun out early. And Adam Armstrong and Robertson split him as they go down the front straightaway. Robertson will maintain second. Adam Armstrong third. Marvin Griffith brings him around. Oh, Bill Munson. Munson pushes up the hill over in turn 4. Good battle on the speedway for second. The 82 of Anthony Robertson and Adam Armstrong, the 6A. Griffith continues to lead the 75. Brandon Crockett has the 98 in the 4 spot. As Adam Armstrong will move the 6A up into second. He gets around the 82 of Anthony Robertson. You see Marvin Griffith starting to close in on lap traffic. Brad Labonte will be up first. You see the little smoke starting to come out of the 75. Marvin Griffith, the 75 out front. Adam Armstrong in the 6A sits second. Robertson, the 82, runs third. Brandon Crockett, the 98, fourth. Billy Spillman has the 63 in the top 5. And Gerald Bawashik currently runs 6th after starting shotgun on the field. Bawashik on the march. Keep an eye on that W11. And Adam Armstrong has caught up with your leader, Marvin Griffith, the 75. And lap traffic's going to come into play real quick. Armstrong to the outside of your leader. Armstrong looks for the top spot. Down the back straightaway. Good side-by-side battle. Oh, and Griffith pushes up, and there goes Armstrong to the inside. And now a little up and under down here in turn number 2. As you see your leaders closing in on lap traffic, it's going to come down to who can get her through lap traffic better. And Labonte up first. They're going to have to get around the 99 of Brad Labonte. And both cars will split Labonte. Now Jim Matthews in the half. Alvy Christopherson off the speedway in the 22. And there goes Armstrong again. Armstrong to the inside of Marvin Griffith. Armstrong on the move. And they've got to get around the half car of Jim Matthews. You see Daniel King stopped on the inside. And caution on the speedway for the 24 of Daniel King. So caution on the speedway just after the halfway point. Griffith 75 out front. Adam Armstrong, your second place car, picked the high line. Anthony Robertson, the 82, sitting in the low line. As we look for the green flag, this time by just past halfway of the 30-lap feature. Off of turn 4, green skyward. Griffith back down to the bottom. Side-by-side battle for second, Anthony Robertson and Adam Armstrong. Robertson the 82, Armstrong the 6. Here comes Brandon Crockett. 98 on the move. Oh, Billy Spillman. A little crossed up there. And caution on the speedway over in turn number 2. That's the 99 of Brad Labonte. Labonte went around over in turn number 2. Griffith looking to pick up the inaugural King of the Crown in tonight's stock car A main. Griffith, track champion over at Thunderhill Speedway, has picked up a feature win this year here at the ACR. He'll bring the field into turn number 3 and 4. Right in front of Adam Armstrong. Moved up, left the inside open for Anthony Robertson. As the field will go down into turn 1, down the back straightaway. inside of the 6 of Adam Armstrong. Robinson looks to take that second spot away. And here comes Armstrong back on the high side. Tires may have cooled off for just a minute. And Griffith is driving away. But here comes Armstrong. He'll battle back for second as Marvin Griffith making a move. And Steve Herrick on the move now. Herrick looking to crack the top 5. Herrick having a much better run tonight than he did last Friday. Oh, we got one up on the hill. Not sure who that is. Looks like Lance Dixon in the 03. Some caution on the speedway for Lance Dixon, the 03, up in turn number 4.
Adam Armstrong, side row number 2 as they come to the start. Green flag flies and we are off again. Marvin Griffiths with a quick lead there, jumping to the front. Anthony Robertson trying to make an inside move. Here comes Brandon the Rocket Crockett in the 98 on the inside of Anthony Robertson. Out of turn number 3 and 4, it's going to be neck and neck, but it's going to be Anthony Robertson in the 82. And now here's Billy Spillman on the inside of Brandon the Rocket Crockett. Oh, spin out there in turn number 1. The 99 caught up in that. Brian Labonte. Man, we got one other sitting there at the top of the infield. Flag in hand. We'll wait for it to wave. It goes skyward, and we are off once again. Marvin Griffith Jr. in the lead. Anthony Robertson second with Adam Armstrong in third. Brandon the Rocket Crockett moving to the inside of the 6 of Adam Armstrong. Marvin Griffith holding on, going around turn number 3, now 4. 3 wide out of turn number 4. Adam Armstrong moving to the inside of Marvin Griffith. Griffith falling back 2 spots. Anthony Robertson's going to be in the lead now in the 82M. Behind him, the 6 of Adam Armstrong. Brandon the Rocket Crockett trying to hold on to that 4 spot, but here comes the 5K of Steve Herrick. Gerald the Chief Wawasik on the inside. He's going to pass the 98 of Brandon the Rocket Crockett. Marvin Griffith falling back to 6 as it's a battle for first between Adam Armstrong and Anthony Robertson. As they go around turn number 2 down the back straightaway, it's going to be the 82M of Anthony Robertson. Adam Armstrong second. Here comes Gerald the Chief Wawasik in the 11W. 5K, Steve Herrick to the outside of him. He's going to have the 3 spot down the front straightaway around turn number 1. The Chief trying to hold on as he's the inside, now pulling ahead of Steve Herrick in the 5K. They're coming around turn number 4 down the front straightaway. It's going to be Adam Armstrong ahead of Marvin Griffith. Correction, Anthony Robertson. Coming around turn number 4, Adam Armstrong leading. Anthony Robertson second with Steve Herrick in third. Wawasik staying to the inside of Herrick around turn number 2. Herrick ahead by a hair. And around 4 down the front straightaway, your leader tonight, the 6 of Adam Armstrong. Robertson in second, Herrick third, Wawasik in fourth with in that 5 spot in front of the 98 of Crockett. White flag flies next lap around. It's going to be Adam Armstrong leading. Robertson in second. Armstrong's down the back straightaway going in turn number 3. Harris at 3 spot in front of the Chief. And coming into the final lap, taking the white flag, it's going to be the 6th of Adam Armstrong, followed by Anthony Robertson. Armstrong's down the back straightaway, coming around turn number 3. He's out of 3, hitting 4. Out of 4 down the front straightaway and taking the checkered flag tonight. It's the 6th of Adam Armstrong. And it's going to be the 82M of Anthony Robertson, followed by the 5K of Steve Herrick. In the 11W of Gerald the Chief Wawasik. Then comes in the 75M of Marvin Griffith Jr., followed by the 98 of Brandon the Rocket Crockett. And he makes his way out of the car down there at the throne. As we'll take a microphone down there to Victory Lane.
Get that robot, man. All right, race fans, we're down here at the Victory Lane, the big throng. Oh, we got a guy no stranger to Victory Lane. A little stranger around here, but this is Adam Armstrong from Beatrice, Nebraska, picking up the win in tonight's stock car class. He is the king of the cage. Ready? Amateur hour down here with the photos. Come on, Reed Brothers. Adam Armstrong, you're a little out of your element tonight. You're down here in the stock car class. Normally you're a hobby stock driver.
Yeah, you know, I think a lot of people thought I was kind of dumb for coming down here to run with the stock car class, but the only thing I had going for me was the slick track. You know, if it would have been tacky, which it kind of was there at the beginning of that feature, and it kind of started to slick up, and my car wasn't good on restarts. I don't know why, but once I got a couple laps in, man, the thing would just hook up and go. But that was a fun race. I hope you guys enjoyed that, because it was definitely fun in the car here. These small little tracks make it fun and interesting like that, and that was a blast.
Well, there he is, race fans. Your king of the cage tonight in the stock car class, Adam Armstrong.
Won it Friday night, and he comes back here tonight on Sunday and pulls it off again. I didn't know the name before, but I know it now. Adam Armstrong. Adam, man, had to use a little bit of patience out there tonight. Stayed on that high line. Was there some moisture up there?
3 and 4 there was. 3 and 4 there was some pretty good moisture up on the top, and 1 and 2 was really slick. So basically I had to kind of, if I was going to get around somebody, I had to do in 3 and 4. So 1 and 2 you had to be really patient and just kind of roll through and keep your momentum up. And 3 and 4 I could hook really hard, and that's kind of where I was pulling them guys. But yeah, that was a fun race. My car was not good on restarts, and I don't know why. But once we could get going green, I knew I could reel them in and possibly make a pass on them. But that was a blast.
It looked like you had a really good car set up tonight again, too, because like I say, you were running high when you needed to. You dropped down on that bottom side and really looked good, man. Yeah,
the car's great. You know, I can't believe I even thought about selling it, but that ain't gonna happen now. You know, it's this thing's a rocket, and you know, for what we had this weekend and the rules and stuff, you know, I think a lot of people were kind of questioning why I'd want to come and race here, but you know, on these small tracks, you can kind of take away the motor because everybody's spinning their tires. So the bigger the track, then yeah, I probably wouldn't have been able to compete. But the small track where you got so much wheel spin down the straightaways and through the corner, I was really competitive. And honestly, maybe I had a little advantage when it got dry slick. I didn't have quite as much motor, and my car handles great, you know, and it just all worked out.
Once again, number 2 guy in IMCA National Points. I didn't know this name before, but I know it now. Adam, I'll be watching out for you here in the future, buddy. Congratulations on a win here at the King of the Cage. I know it had to be fun to get up on that big chair, too.
That was awesome. You know, this is by far the biggest win I've ever had. You know, $1,500. I've never won anything that big, so this is awesome. You know, the cars I race against, this is huge. This has been a blast this weekend.
It's been fun to watch that race, too. You know, Friday and Saturday, I wouldn't say it was one lane, but, you know, it wasn't really another lane or passing lane out there. But tonight, man, it looked like you could do both sides. But anyway, I'm going into another story here. Congratulations, Adam, on a great win, buddy, and hopefully get to see you again somewhere.
Thank you very much.
Weighing in at 2,500 pounds, these are lean, mean, fighting machines. This bout is scheduled for 30 laps. ACR fans, you got the best, so forget the rest. 16 warriors for these Friday night fights. Welcome to the ultimate cage match. Are you ready to hear these engines rumble?
As we'll be sending them onto the track here, B-Modified feature racers tonight. Here they come, kicking it off, the 1M of Brian Murphy. Coming to you in the 19J, Janae Gustin. The 09 coming to you is Rick Drescher. Doug Keller coming in that 77. Randall Schiffelbein coming in the 11JR. In the 45, it's going to be Dustin Thulin, followed by the 1X of Derek Huffman. Then the 44 Bobby Wood. And in the 3D, Mad Dog Dorsum. The 14 of AA Ron Myers. And in the 12, it's going to be Brian Rigsby. The 81A of Austin Charles and Tyson Lamferman coming in the 27. Cody Brill, that 96. 74A of Justin Asher. The X1 of Tracy Schaefer. The 88 of Chad Fuller. 26, Gary Ricky Bobby Myers, followed by the 09 JR Spencer Stevens. As we wave as they go by here, folks, parade lap going around. In the lead, Janae Gustin in that 2 spot, followed by the 09 of Rick Drescher. Looks like problems coming around turn number 4 there for the 1. And there goes Gary Myers down to the infield. Caution flag on the track. Flag in hand. It flies, and here we go again. Janae Gustin breaking away from the pack. Here comes Doug Keller alongside flying Brian Murphy. Keller in the 77 as he is neck and neck with Brian Murphy down the front straightaway. In the middle of that's going to be the 09 of Rick Drescher, followed by Dustin Thulin. Janae pulling way ahead. Keller second. Rick Drescher now in third. 1M of Brian Murphy trying to work to the outside. Inside's going to be Dustin Thulin alongside Brian Murphy as they go around turn number 3. Thulin trying to use Drescher as a little break there for Murphy. It's going to work around turn number 2. Thulin taking over the 4 spot behind Rick Drescher in the 09. Caution out of turn number 2, looks like with the 77. 77X of Kit Bailey having problems down the back straightaway. Gustin leading it. Keller trying to move to the inside. Janae sticking to the high side of the track. Janae Gustin, Doug Keller pulling away from the pack. Rick Drescher in third, flying right fourth with Dustin Thulin. Coming in the 5 spot. Keller closing the gap, getting to the inside of Janae. Got a caution. Thulin looks like he spun around and turned to 1. Fire back up, get under power, and jump back in this race. But not before caution. Dorsum having some problems. Going to take it down to the infield. That's going to put him out of the races for tonight. Rigsby getting in a tussle with Cody Brill, getting up there into the back wall, coming up fast. The 11 of Scheffelbein. It's going to be the 19 of Janae Gustin leading it, followed by Doug Keller, and then the 09 of Rick Drescher. Here comes Randall Scheffelbein in the 11 in the 4 spot in front of Cody Brill. Gustin still leading in front of Doug Keller. Keller in front of Rick Drescher. Scheffelbein coming in 4. Coming up on lap traffic with Kit Bailey in the 77. X, the black 77 out there. About to become lap traffic for Janae Gustin. Gustin coming up fast down the front straightaway. Half a straightaway lead on Doug Keller in this 77 yellow car. Janae bobbing and weaving through lap traffic. 3 cars between her and the second place position of Doug Keller in the yellow 77. Rick Drescher in that 3rd spot. Scheffelbein still trying to get into the 3 spot. Working the 4 and high and outside of the 09 of Drescher. Getting the halfway signal down there from the flag stand. 15 laps to go. Leading thus far is going to be the 19J of Janae Gustin. Doug Keller trying to work his way through lap traffic to get up there back in the race with Janae. Gustin sticking to the high side of the track, now passing Tyson with Big Cat Lanferman in the 27. 2 cars between her and Doug Keller in the 77 yellow. As the cars are getting the high-low sign to let Janae by. Keller knocking it down to 1 car. Tyson Lanferman between Keller and Janae Gustin. Keller trying to keep himself in the race as he's side by side with Justin Asher in the 74A. Janae trying to bob and weave up front as she gets past the other 09 car. Now working her way up to the side of Dustin Thulin in the 45. Thulin battling with Murphy out there, flying Brian. And there comes Janae on the inside of him, and she passes him. Doug Keller trying to stay in this. Now Thulin keeps him out of the second place spot there behind Janae Gustin. Keller's still holding on to second, but Thulin's in the way. He's going to pull up to the side of him around turn number 3. Thulin now lifted. Janae still leading here as they go around turn number 1 and 2 now. Keller's still trying to get around the 45 of Dustin Thulin, and he does it down the back straightaway in turn number 3. Trying desperately to get back up there right behind the 19 of Janae Gustin. Gustin now working her way up behind the 81A of Austin Charles. Keller working hard, trying to close the gap. Janae Gustin just not giving up at all. Working around the 77X of Kit Bailey now right at the tail of Austin Charles. White flag flies next lap around. Janae Gustin around 3 coming into 4. Coming around 4 and taking the white flag here. 1 lap to go. Keller gonna try and close it. Janae Gustin coming around 3. Around 4, we are going to crown a queen of the cage tonight. Janae Gustin coming to us from Marshalltown, Iowa. The first ever queen of the cage match here tonight. Doug Keller working in the 2 spot. there she is, folks, your queen of the cage match for the B-Modified class inaugural King Queen of the Cage match here at Atchison County Raceway. She makes her way down from the throne. We are going to turn it over to our infield announcer down there.
Getting down here with a happy young lady, and she just turned it from King of the Cage to Queen of the Cage. Janae Gustin, nice run tonight.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
We're talking. The question was where to run, where not to run. You did a little good job getting through lap traffic.
Thank you. I figured I'd just go where everybody is and keep my nose clean, not get into anybody. I'm not here to run over anybody, even if it's a lap car, but I had a lot of fun.
You did a good job. You did keep your nose clean, and the best part about it was you picked up a big win tonight.
I think I'm going to have to come back here more often. This is probably one of the most fun racetracks I've ever drove.
We got some good specials coming up next year, so you definitely put that on the schedule. We make sure you know about it. You know, you got to get home and get to school tomorrow, don't you?
Oh, not school, but I got to work, so it's one of those things.
You got work. Everybody's got to go to work. Big round of applause for Janae Gustin.
Got the winner of the B-Mod A main here at Atchison County Raceway tonight for the King, but we're going to call it Queen of the Cage for Janae Gustin. Janae, all I can say is that's some of the best driving I've seen from any Gustin I've watched race.
Thank you. I'm just trying to stay as smooth as possible, keep my nose clean in that lap traffic, and hang on, just hope for the best. That's all I can do.
Boy, old Keller was back there. I know you couldn't see him, but he was trying for all he was worth. But I wanted to ask you, you were doing the low side pretty good on that lap traffic until it looked like, I think you touched the right front wheel with somebody there, and then I seen you go up high, and I think, well, maybe she decided that's not the place to be.
Right, I dove under there, and I mean, I don't think they saw me. They kind of chopped me, and I got into his left rear, so I figured, you know, this is pretty dangerous down here. I better just try to roll the middle, roll the top, and see what I can do and play it out.
Now, the first part of the race, though, you did kind of stay up around the top, but once you finally got in the lead, it looked like you dropped to the bottom. Were you going to try and run the top?
I was going to try to roll the top. The guy who won the stock cars was rolling it, and I saw Keller's nose, and then the caution come out, so I think the caution come out just right time for me, worst time for him, so I figured I better protect.
Yeah. Well, it looked like it was pretty wet up there up until the stock car race, because like you say, it looked like they kind of wore that top out up there, but of course you didn't know that. You guys were all sitting down here in the pits, but you dropped to the bottom, stayed there until you got in the lap traffic and pulled it out. But like I say, Janae, that's some of the best driving I've seen out of Augusta anywhere. But congratulations on being Queen of the Cage here at Atchison County Raceway.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
For any of your new fans that are going to be watching this and they want to keep up with your career, where would they normally go to see you race?
Marshalltown, Iowa, Independence, and I think we're going to try Stewart on Sundays, maybe Oskaloosa sometimes on Wednesdays. But
holy smoke, you guys race 4 days a week?
We usually don't. We usually only run 2, but I think next year I'm going to try to get some even more seat time and hit as many specials as I can. But I have a Facebook fan page or whatever. You can get on that, and I usually try to keep that updated so everybody can see where I'm going.
First Queen of the Cage, Janae Gustin. Way to go, gal.
Thank you. I appreciate it.